Hello everyone, welcome to another Kickstarter Stress Test. And the most stress I'm having right now is that I'm running out of room for games. I have two layers there, another layer on top. I have the bag of games which I cannot unload because there's nowhere to put them anymore. And I just got a box full of games from Modifius, which I'll be doing an unboxing of later. Thank you, Modifius, for sending this to me. I'm really excited. But yeah, that is my stress. I guess that's good types of stresses to have, but yeah, it's still stressing me out. What are you stressed about? Anyway, I wanted to check out this campaign for the Kickstarter stress test to see if it's engaging its target audience the right way and making it flow, and if the campaign page flows well until we get to the back this project button easily. So Mycelia, I'm really excited to review this one because I saw this at UKGE and I saw this beautiful art and I was just like, this will do really well. Why? Because it's different. When you're different and when you connect to something niche, you immediately attract your own specific type of super fans. And for in this case, okay, full transparency, I already went through this campaign once, okay, so this is not a raw reaction, but I thought it would be interesting to try to record this again to really get into the details I saw as I was going through this and maybe get the video length a little bit shorter. So Mycelia is a game about mushrooms. And right out of the gate, we see Mycelia, the strategic mushroom game, strategic, okay? A dynamic competition for space and resources to create your own mushroom kingdom. Well, immediately we're getting a sense that this isn't a simple game. This isn't botany, which was, just moving around the world and collecting flowers. Very, very simple gateway game. This isn't a gateway game. Okay, we see 1 to 4 players, 40 to 90 minutes. Okay, so it's going to be on the long end, 10 and up. So that's an interesting 10 and up. Will it be simple? Will it not be? My current sense that it isn't a simple game. So we start watching the video. Now, I don't want to watch the video here and just take up time. I just want to scrub through it, but I would highly recommend go to the page, watch the video, come back here. That's like probably bad for algorithms, right? But what I want to say about this video is the video is shot beautifully. It's done really well. The images look wonderful. The concept that it's like this sort of mock documentary where you're having these big title screens showing up. Move. Okay, so and it's like with a touch of humor. I love that. That being said, this is still a marketing video. Okay, so you need to immediately give your target audience what they want right at the start. So rather than watching Jack walking around and talking, I would have started the video with like 10 seconds with just music and beautiful shots of the game. Okay, so we get more sense of what type of game this is. So we see it's like these triangles, there's like an abstractness to it, there is you have your mushrooms here, there's a dice, and we see all these beautiful components moving around, and then get into the details. Okay, I would have condensed this a little bit more, tightened it up, and there's a lot of footage of Jack talking here. I would have covered almost all of it with B-roll footage because a lot of people are watching this on their phones without sound. So you should have subtitles here for those people, and you should be focusing more on visuals. Other than that, this is a very, very good video. It gives you the information. If you are very interested in this game and you really want to learn in depth about how this game plays, this video actually covers it. But there is another, I'm at the comment section. There's another video below which goes into how to play. Okay, again, shot by him, looks very good. So why does this have to be so detailed? This could have easily been, I think, 1 minute or 90 seconds, really going through the biggest selling points of this game, which are, it's a mushroom game, okay? It has that territory control modular board, which changes from game to game, which is the biggest selling point. Beautiful components and amazing art, which is, they created it. It's amazing. I don't remember if Jack is the artist. I think he is, but I might be mistaken. But it just looks so good. Let me see. Artwork graded by graded by Jack. So that's crazy. That's a huge selling point. It's a piece of art. That's it. You just need to whet their appetite to read on. You don't need to give them everything. Okay. Again, I'm being a little harsh. It's still a good video, but that's what I would have improved with the campaign page itself. Okay. So you have, what is Mycelia? You have this first paragraph and the second paragraph. They are very, very hard to read, especially if someone is just like skimming through the page and is trying to get more like info. These don't add anything. They're very hard to follow. So I would space them differently. I would add bold. Okay, so for example here, the game follows the life cycle of fungi, growing mushrooms, score points, sporing them to expand your mycelial network, and eventually seeing them decay to unlock special actions. Okay, so the 3 stages here. I would add in bold each stage, growing your mushrooms, sporing them, and decay. And I would change it to be, how do you call it? When you say, grow your mushrooms, spore them, okay? Decay, give the player this sense of agency of what he or she, what will they be doing, okay? How will they feel as they play the game? Okay, here they have this list of selling points, which is good. Short turn, strategic depth, solo mode, unique board every time. So as I'm reading these, I'm like, nah, this fits me, this fits me. I'm seeing myself and stuff that I love in these selling points, and that's very good. That's about that. Okay, about the quotes, okay? So I want to mention a few words about quotes. Quotes need to be reflecting that the game is the best game ever. Not that it's fine. And it's very hard to see the distinction sometimes between a quote which is saying, this is fine, this is passable, to this is the best thing ever. And sometimes it's also about what part of the quote you use without actually manipulating or changing the wording, because that's, immoral. Okay, so for example, this one, it is a joy to play for a first-time designer, I was seriously impressed. This is it's fine quote. Okay, it's actually showing, what's going against him. You're bringing that to the foreground, the fact that this is a first-time creator. And we're reminding our clients, our customers, that there's risk involved because, he's never done this before. So this is not a good quote to highlight. I would rather see something which just talks about the merits of this game, the best things about this game, especially not the first quote. And here, Mycelia seamlessly marries thematic richness with strategy. Even in its prototype stage, its visuals are a treat, extruding meticulous care and artistry. So here we have that again. Even in its prototype stage, okay? So you could think that, even when it was just prototyped, it looked amazing, but it does give it that sense of it's fine, even it's. So I think the quote would have been stronger if you remove these 5 words, okay, and just go, Mycelia seamlessly marries thematic richness with strategy. Its visual are a treat, excluding meticulous care and artistry. Okay? I think removing this part would actually make the quote stronger. If you're seeking an engaging mix of intuitive yet deep gameplay, Mycelia could be a splendid addition to your collection. Again, could be a splendid addition. Not a must, is a must addition for your collection. So maybe remove this last line. Okay, it's a very, very nuance between a quote and, I might be wrong. You might be debating me as you're watching this. I think quotes need to be so strong that they like slap you in the face. With its elegant blend of area control, resource management, and a sprinkling of luck, all brought to life through the most gorgeous artwork, Mycelia deserves your undivided attention. Okay, so here's a much better quote, but I would remove all the first part. Just Mycelia deserves your undivided attention. Have that in huge words. Someone actually said this. Undivided attention. That's like, this is the best game. That's that level type of quote. But sometimes people will miss that because there's all the fluff before that. And this is stuff that we already know. Okay, moving down, I want to spend like 1 minute talking about this. Simple to learn, hard to master. Don't write this on your campaign page. I'm very, very much against writing simple to learn, hard to master. For me, writing simple, learn to hard to master is saying that you don't trust yourself for being able to convey that, show don't tell, and you don't trust your audience to understand that from the info that you conveyed. It's like saying this game is really funny but not having any jokes. It's like saying this game is very, very fun but not showing the fun. Okay, or clearly the game doesn't seem fun but it's telling, trust us, it's really, really fun. So the better way to do this is to convey how simple it is by teaching it very easily, and we'll see that later. And while you're teaching it, the person that's learning the game is understanding that there's a lot more depth to it. Okay, so that's about easy to learn, hard to master, and any variations of it. Plenty of tactical depth to engage even the most well-seasoned board game. Okay, what actually is Mycelia? Yeah, glad that there was this bit of info, but it shouldn't be so high, okay? Put this down at the bottom. That's not that important. If anyone wondering what the name of the game actually means, we should be seeing the price at this point. So here we have what's in the box, okay? We have all the cards, we have the triangles, duels, okay? Mushroom tokens, and they're wooden, okay? I would, highlight wooden maybe a little bit bigger, or to have more realistic renders because that can be easily missed. Wind die, which is beautiful. Okay, and then why back Mycelia? This is the way. I would give some mumbo jumbo about Kickstarter exclusive and stretch goals, which I do have by the way, but those taking the time to read this know that when it comes down to it, you're backing this because you want this game. And I want you to know that the person behind all this, me, Jack, that bloke in the red suit, wants nothing more than to pursue an absolute banger of the game. Produce an absolute banger of the game. Even without all the stretch goals, it's going to be real nice. Crowdfunding is an amazing way for small publishers. Okay, so I get this. This is nice. This is cute. But again, this might have for some people like a more, they feel more connected because there's a person behind these words and it doesn't feel like, oh, I'm just like buying a product. It sort of humanizes the campaign page, which I think is good. But on the other hand, this might backfire. This might cause someone to say, it's like, okay, so if he cannot justify it, does that build trust? Does it reduce trust? So he's taking a risk with this paragraph. For those going to read this, there's going to be some pictures below for some Kickstarter exclusives and other bits because, okay. So it's like we're well aware that some people are just skimming this and looking at these, which is cute. I don't have a final decision about this. I'm curious to hear what you think in the comments. Does this add more trust and relatability, or does this, raise some question marks? It's like, oh, does this guy even know what he's doing? Good question. For me personally, I think this is nice. It's made me smile. Personally, also, I love Jack's humor sprinkled throughout all this. It's great stuff. It's great stuff. It makes me relate to him as a person. Personally, I think this is a wonderful game and I would love to play it, and I'm pretty sure that he will deliver on his promises from just going through this campaign, also meeting him in person. So I highly recommend this. We're just trying to learn a few things for our future Kickstarter campaigns. So 2 Kickstarter exclusive. We have an expansion and slipcase, which is nice, and artwork prints, which is lovely. I would love this as a poster. Okay, you need to play this. It's simply stunning, and I can't wait to see the final finished version. Okay, so yeah, you need to play this. It's simply stunning. Okay, I guess this is fine. This one is fine. There was so much I absolutely loved about this game, which is like an okay quote. Again, because it's a quote that's saying this, it's fine. Not, this is such a good game. This is the best game. Are you allowed to take off these 4 words? I absolutely loved. No, you have to keep it this way. Okay, so it's fine. It makes sense to have it here. Okay, and then we have the how to play section, which is, you know, in a good place. This is after you're invested, but no. You need to have the prices. Okay, no. So it needs to, okay, wow, where are the, okay, so this is another suggestion. I still don't know if I want to commit to this. Suppose, okay, I love mushrooms. I love these types of games. I just need to see that this fits with my budget, okay? So have the price higher, okay? Because once I scroll down and I see there's a standard edition for 40, that's 40 pounds, right? For 40 pounds, I'm like, okay, that means I have a pretty, you know, I know the investment I need to, this is sort of what I expected, okay? So this fits with my perception. It's not surprising me. Okay, we're not talking about deluxe yet. Now I'm ready to learn more about this game. So it would be natural for him to go, or her to go from here and scroll down into the how to play section. Now it's the other way around. You're forcing us to go up and down and look for the price. Okay? And again, always imagine the person that's scrolling on his phone is trying to get the info, and then, you know, maybe even pledge there and then, because a lot of people say, oh, I might forget about it, whatever. Okay, so we have here the 40 pound version. Then we have the 54, which comes with more content and the slipcase. Okay, so it's important. There's 2 types of deluxeified things here, of things for the deluxe edition. You have content and quality. And I think it's very important to have both to make a deluxe edition really unresistible. Okay, to make a deluxe edition unresistible, you need to have both content upgrades and quality upgrades. Now, sometimes a lot of people will be upset because some people just want the content. They don't care about quality. They just want, you know, I want all the cards. I'm missing out on the cards. So it might be a good idea to having that as an add-on. But the better deal by far would be to upgrade to the deluxe edition. Okay, and then we have the deluxe art edition, which is people that are very interested in the quality. Okay, so you get all the quality. I mean, it's like stuff which isn't directly influencing the gameplay. Okay, so we have the art prints, we have the poster, beautiful stuff. Oh my god, and then we have the opulent edition, personalized engraving. Okay, 600 pounds, amazing stuff. Okay, this is like, take your eyes out, going all in. Oh my god, and you have the GIF, and you know, this is for the mushroom lover, the, you know, crazy super fans. I'm very curious to see how many people pledge for this. So let's have a look. My guess is most people go for the deluxe edition, not the art. Okay, the deluxe edition. And then we'll have a bunch of people on the standard edition, and then we'll have the art edition, and finally we'll have the opulent edition. We'll see. Okay, so let's see. Deluxe edition, almost 2,000 backers. Standard edition, 437. And then we have art edition, 248. And wooden edition, 24. Exactly as I predicted. Okay, because I have a very clear persona of the target audience for this. And now it totally made sense. People are backing the deluxe edition for the extra content. Some people just love mushrooms and they're going for the art edition. A lot of people which have, they're here for the game, but they also love mushrooms, are going for the standard editions. And those crazy, crazy super fans will go for the crazy, handmade wooden engraved edition. Honestly, I would love to own this one, but that's a crazy expense. Great. Okay, so this is overall a great campaign. It's also doing really well. And look, here's a perfect quote. The game is absolutely stunning. If I'm honest, the artwork and style are what attracted me to the game at first, but the gameplay is what will keep me hooked. This game is truly wonderful. This should be the first quote. That is such a good quote. Okay, because this is saying not only this game is fine, this game is the best. Not only the art looks amazing, the gameplay is even better. Okay? So I guess that's the big takeaway. And good, having a new to Kickstarter graphic is always very important, because imagine how many people come here just for the mushrooms. Okay, we're over the 20 minutes. My plan didn't work. Maybe next time. Get it a little shorter. Bye-bye. And stay tuned for the unboxing of the Modiphius games.